Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make a Hello World application with Swift and Xcode. And I also just wanted to let you guys know I did put out a website. It's called architap.com. It'll be a place where I put all these tutorials and organize them nicely into pages and whatnot. And it'll just be a place where you guys can go and ask me questions and fill out some polls that I will put out there every once in a while. But anyway, let's get into this tutorial. Alright guys, so to get started, let's go ahead and open up Xcode. Let's create a new Xcode project, and here we're going to create a single view application. So our product name, we're just going to call it Hello World. You guys can call it whatever you want. Our organization name is just our company name, and that goes the same for your organization identifier. And now your language should be Swift and your devices should be set to iPhone. Click Next, Create, and I'm just replacing my old one. Okay, and now let's go to our viewcontroller.swift file, and here we're going to set up our first buttons and labels. So let's say var button name. So this is the name of the button that whatever you guys want to call it. So var button name UI UI button equals UI button, open parentheses, and then you should be able to say frame CG rect make, X will be 0, Y will be 0, our width will be 200, and our height will be 40. And now let's create our label. So you want to have it as a var, let me end that off real quick. You need to have two parentheses at the end of that. Now we need to say var label name UI label equals UI label frame. This will be CG rect make again, so this should all be the same thing as above. CG rect make. Our X will be 0, Y will be 0 because we will set the X and Y values up later as the view loads. So our X, Y value will be 0, our width will be 200, and our height will be 40 again. Okay, now that sets up your button. Now let's go into our view did load. And first of all, we're just going to set the title of the button. So button name dot set title, and go open quotation mark, close quotation mark, and inside of that you just want to say press me, or whatever you guys want to say. And now let's say for state, UI control state. I cannot type right now, sorry. UI control state dot normal. So this is just when the button loads for the first time, you're not doing anything to button, it will be press me. Okay, now let's say button name dot set title color. So we're going to change the color because it is at default white, and I don't really like that. I want to change it to black. So let's say UI color dot black color. And this will be again for the UI control state dot normal. Alright, now let's say button name dot background color equals UI color dot, we'll make it a green color. And now we want to add a target to this button. So button name dot add target. So this basically means when the button's pressed, what's going to happen. So first of all, in the first space you want to say self, because this is what happens when the button itself is pressed. So add target self. The action will be, and we'll say goodbye. And this will be for the UI control events dot normal. I'm sorry, dot touch. Oh, I typed that in wrong here. Control events dot touch up inside. So basically, this is the normal thing that happens when a button is pressed. So touch up inside is sort of your default go-to when a button is pressed. Okay. And now we also want to change the button, so when it is pressed, something about the button's going to change. So first of all, let's just say button name dot set title color, and we'll set the title color to a UI color dot gray color. And this will be the for the state when the button is pressed. So you want to say UI control state dot highlighted. End that off. And now you also want to go down here and just change the title. So set title. And the title should be I'm pressed. And this will be again for the UI control state dot highlighted. Again, that's what it should look like. So when the button's pressed, the text color is changed to gray and the title is changed to I'm pressed. Okay, now let's add this button to our view. And let's also set its position. So first of all, just say button name dot position equals CG point make. Your X value, I'm just going to make mine in the center of the screen, so you just want to say it. The X value is 160 and our Y value I'm going to set at 400. It's not the center of the screen, it's just a little bit below that, but I like that's a good position just for this tutorial purpose. Okay. Now let's go down here and say view.add subview. And we want to say button name. And something's wrong up here. Oh, sorry. Button name dot center. That's what it should be. Sorry about that. It should be button name dot center equals CG point make 160 400. Okay, now let's change our label. So label name, and we're gonna say label name dot text equals, we'll say hello world. And now go down here and we will change the label text dot text color to equal a UI color dot black color. So this just changes the text to a black color. And lastly, let's make the position of it. So label name dot center equals CG point make. The X value should be 160, so again this will be in the center of the screen, and the Y value will be 200. And we're also going to just change the text alignment. So let's just go down here and say label name dot text alignment equals ns text alignment dot, and you guys can change this whatever you want, left, natural, right, whatever, but I'm changing mine to center. Alright, now let's add this to our scene. So let's say view dot add subview, and this will be label name. Alright, now we need to set up that action that we created for the button. So let's go up here, and right here where you see your action that you created, you want to say whatever that action is. So I have mine as say goodbye, and you also want to make sure that the function that you create right now is exactly the same as what your action you created up there is. So say func, F-U-N-C, and this will be say goodbye. open close parentheses, and then open curly bracket, close curly bracket. And we're gonna make it so when you click on the button pressed, it changes it to say goodbye, to goodbye world. And then when you click on it again, it changes it back to hello world. So first we're just gonna say if label name dot text equals, and this will be hello world. And by the way, equals is a comparison statement, meaning it compares if this text is equal to hello world. So that's why you have equals. Okay, now if label name dot text equals hello world, then you want to say label name dot text equals, this one is changing something, so this would be an equals sign. So label name dot text equals goodbye world. And now we want an else statement, so say else. So if the text is anything else, then you want to say label name dot text equals hello world. And there you have it. So this is a fully functioning app. Now let's run it. Alright, now that our app has loaded up, when you press the button, it changes to I'm pressed, and the text color becomes a gray color. And now when you release it, then the label up here says goodbye world, and also the text and color go back to normal back here. So now press it again, and it just goes back and forth between hello world and goodbye world. Anyway guys, that's it for this tutorial. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button down below. And if you guys want to see any more tutorials like this, be sure to leave that in the comment section down below, or if you have any suggestions. Anyway, go check out my website that I just put up. You guys can go fill out some polls that I just put out there recently. And anyway, I'll see you in the next one.